Hello lovely people of YouTube. I am absolutely ridiculously excited to be filming this because this is a reading vlog of me reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Oh, I had this on pre-order and I pre-ordered obviously the Kindle version, and then basically the second it gets just after midnight on release date, it automatically downloads to your Kindle. And yeah, I had a couple of arcs that I needed to finish first before I got onto this. But yeah, I am so excited. I absolutely adored, like really adored the original Hunger Games trilogy, to the point where I was actually reading the first book the night before my wedding, and the next morning my mum was like, oh my gosh, have you hardly slept? Like, was you so nervous and excited? And I was like, no, nothing like that. I was reading till 4 o'clock in the morning. So on my wedding day I had a book hangover. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Oh, perfect. So this I've heard mixed reviews already, so I have been like swinging between being really excited to read it, because I would anticipate this as a 5-star read. I kind of swing between being super excited and then being really anxious about reading it, as like in case it disappoints me or in case it kind of ruins the enjoyment and the feelings of the original trilogy. So yeah, it's like a weird mix of dread but excitement. So I'm gonna start it today and see how it goes, and I'm really desperately hoping that it's good as I'm expecting, and that it's just other people's opinions and they don't like it but I like it. I don't know, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm excited to get started. Right, so work is done for the day, everybody's fed, etc, etc. So it's time for me to head up to bed, and I am going to see how much farther I can get with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes before I fall asleep. And I'm really hoping I can get a good chunk done tonight. Hi! So it's the next day and I am continuing reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And yeah, I'm 34% in now and I am really enjoying it actually. We haven't actually got to the bit of the Hunger Games yet, it's still the build up. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I think I got to maybe 15% last night, maybe. And I've dipped in and out of it today. I've had to get some work done and stuff like that. But I'm hoping now for the rest of the evening that I can just kind of relax on the bed and get some reading done. And I was talking to somebody earlier on Instagram about this book, and I was saying that I had watched a big BookTuber's review of this book, and that she hadn't reviewed it favourably. She was, I'm not going to name who it is, but she was saying that President Snow, or well, he wasn't president then, but he is not a good character to follow and his story isn't interesting. And I think she said something about how rather than it being like a good character development, so like rather than there being, he started off only in it for himself and then he kind of got attached to his tribute and then he became a good person, like none of that happened, and that he just kind of stayed quite selfish, and that kind of made the story a little redundant, I guess, and not very appealing. And I was saying to the person I was talking to that I think that was a mistake for me to watch that video before I read the book, because the whole time I've been reading it so far, I've just had these, like, not doubts, but like these negative kind of thoughts in the back of my mind. Like, when it seems that he's changing the way he thinks about things and that he's beginning to like his tribute and see things more empathically, I keep thinking, but maybe I'm just being fooled to think that, and he's not going to turn out to be a good guy after all, and that maybe, you know, I'm just being led down the wrong path. And that's kind of spoiled the story a little bit for me. Just keep having those like those just negative thoughts throughout the book. So I really wish I hadn't done that, and I would recommend people to not watch in-depth reviews of books that they are highly anticipating to be a really good book themselves. So I'm going to continue now and see how much I get read tonight. I'm really hoping to get a really big chunk done. Coriolanus, 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 Coriolanus. What is the right way? Oh my God. The Hunger Games have started. Woohoo! 38% in and the Hunger Games have begun. May the odds be ever in your favour. Good morning, YouTube. So, I managed to get a good chunk read last night and the Hunger Games are over. Yeah. So they weren't as big of a feature, as big of a part. I don't know what I'm saying, I've just woke up. They weren't as big a part of the plot as in the other books, and I wasn't expecting that. So I'm now wondering what's going to happen in the rest of the book, because if it's not about the Hunger Games, and I don't know, gotta see, I guess. So I'm just having my morning cup of tea and chilling out, having a quiet minute reading before the kids get up, and hopefully I want to get, if not finished with the book, I'm going to try and get as far into it as possible, because I really want to know what it's about now, if it's not about the Hunger Games. Okay, so it's much later in the day, and I have just had a shower, so yeah, that's why I'm all fresh-faced and frizzy. It's lovely. So I've finished the Hunger Game, it's not the Hunger Games, is it? I've finished the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it was not at all what I was expecting. So I thought it would be more about the history and the development of the Hunger Games that we see in the original trilogy, but it's not. It really is definitely like a character study of Coriolanus Snow. And I know I've watched quite a few videos of people who've read it recently, and they were all saying that he was not somebody that they would have chosen to follow, and that he wasn't an interesting protagonist and they didn't care about him. But actually I found it quite interesting. Some people are saying that he was evil all along, so what was the point in showing his kind of lack of character development, I guess. But I would say that there was some very, like, sliding doors moments, you know, where like this one decision he could make and it could lead down two different paths. I mean, we all know that he turns out to be this horrendous, child-murdering, hateful, spiteful man. So we know he's always going to make the wrong decisions. He's always going to go down the bad path, because we know how he turns out in the end. But yeah, I thought it was quite interesting. And I really liked Lucy Gray as a character. I think we could have done with learning more about her. There was like potential in her character where it just felt like if we'd have gone into it a little bit more, it might have made her more interesting. But I liked her anyway, so that wasn't a major issue to me. There was some very, very obvious Easter egg type things, and there was some like, oh really, eye-rolling moments. I mean, what, he's hanging out with Lucy Gray and her family, and they start eating these plants that they've dug up near the lake, and he says something about them being called Katniss plants, and she was like, oh, we just call them swamp potato plants or whatever. And it's like, Katniss, really? Okay. So that's like, she kind of came in there, and then there was like a whole thing where he kind of ended up hating mockingjay birds and wanted to kill them all, and it was like, really? Yeah, so that's the nod to the mockingjay. Yeah, some of it was a little corny, but overall I did enjoy it. I didn't finish it with like a oh my god, oh my god, oh my god kind of feeling, so it wasn't 5 stars. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't want to put it down. Like, I wanted to keep reading, so for me, I would say that makes it 4 stars. So the rest of the original trilogy, I rated them all 5 stars back when I first read them, and this one 4 stars, just because I wanted a little bit more action. I think we go into the Hunger Games expecting the Hunger Games, and it was like just a really short event. So yeah, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers. If you want to have spoilers, there's tons and tons of videos out there of other YouTubers who have done spoiler reviews. I'm trying to keep it a little more vague for people who still would like to read the book. All I can say is, if you think you want to read it, and if you enjoyed the original trilogy, then just give it a try, because not everybody likes every book. And as I said earlier on in this video, reading other people, or listening and watching and reading other people's opinions of this book kind of ruined it a little bit for me initially. So I would just say don't pay attention to any of that. Just give it a go and see what you think yourself. So thank you for watching my kind of reading vlog of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I hope to see you all soon. Stay safe. Bye.